Turn them off, please.
Damn.
This is what happens.
Oh, great. It isn't even on yet. You.
Okay.
Oh gosh, the background.
Ah, it's so dark out. Let me turn on the light.
Watch your foot. Oof. Are we live? Oof.
Yeah, I'm live.
Oof, we're live already. Wow. Thank you. It's a good start. Drop something amazing.
Whatever.
Don't mind the background. TV. It's something appropriate.
No, it's not.
Oh,
Yeah, Nathan is joining us today. So
apparently.
Nathan wanted to join today. Apparently, All right. So Nathan, I guess since he's here, we can tell him the rules.
Rose of what?
The rules of how we do things on this.
You didn't tell me before.
Well, I figured this would be the best time to tell you, actually.
Holy crap.
So the first 10 minutes of these podcasts, I just kind of say hi to the chat and I say hi to everyone. And then we randomly talk about stuff. And then after about those 10 minutes, then we start talking about the topics. And then after we're done with the topics, we start to wrap things up about 10 minutes with whatever else people have to say. I kind of respond to what people are saying about things. And then we wrap it up from there.
Okay,
That's how we do. It's very basic, but that's how we do things. Those are the bare bones of how we are doing this. Spider-Man Unknown, what's up, man? How you doing? Austin Bricks 10, you said 5. You lied to me, and I trusted you. Yeah, well, life happens. Spider-Man Unknown, Austin Bricks 10 times. Something must have been happening. Like, yeah. There was not gonna get into it, but life happens. Austin Bricks 10, I know I was just making a dumb quote from your Far From Home video. I did not see that. Oh, did I say that? I haven't watched that video in a long time. I don't really watch my own videos. So it's kind of funny when people quote me on my videos. It's like, man, I said that?
Yeah.
I said, Nathan will dismiss for
I'll
a minute.
be back in a sec.
He'll be back in a second.
What do they need?
Life is rough. Let's just say that right now. Hi, Spider-Man Unknown. Asmiz, I can't say your name. I'm sorry. Yo, what's up? Spider-Man Unknown, are you your brother's joining us today? Yeah, Nathan's gonna be joining us. I don't know what he's doing right now. He's just whatever. He's gotta do something for our mom real quick. Crown 1, hey man, what's up? Comic Book King, hey man, what's up? Awesome Bricks 10, no, Peter said it. Ah, okay. From the movie. Hey, what's up? Spider-Man Unknown, what canceled superhero movies will you be talking about? We're not gonna get into so many canceled movies, but we are going to talk about a few things. You wrote a lot of stuff down. I only wrote down like 2. Like I said, we were only going to do a handful of things. We were not going to do because if I did every single one, I would be here all day, and that's just a fact. But I did write a few of your stuff down. Crown 1, Batman and Deku. What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, I do. Kyle Riles, you the man, Mike. Thank you very much, Kyle. Spider-Man Unknown, I didn't say you didn't have to do all of them. Yeah, I know. Sometimes I feel like I'm under the assumption I have to do them all, though. But whatever. Oh, man, it's only been 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, this is the first time I ever got through it so fast. I guess ever since we've been doing these podcasts, my audience is kind of tapped out of so many things they want to ask me. Kyle, how's everything going, Mike? It's going all right. Life is life. It has its ups and downs, and that's Spider-Man Unknown. I was playing Injustice 2, and it's really good as I remember. Well, Injustice 2, it's a good game. I just think it's not as good as the first game.
Anime. I don't really care. I really get I like Sub-Zero though.
That was all you cared about.
And
Sub-Zero
Batman. And
Sub-Zero
Batman.
was the only character that you only cared about in Batman.
Yeah.
Of course, Batman, but Sub-Zero, and again, they're just doing it because they're like, oh, WB, let's combine the two universes, and yeah, it's canon. It's canon now somehow. A lot of people will sit there and shake their heads because they just don't know how and why it's canon. But a lot of people have what?
Which one am I talking about first?
What?
Batman Beyond or Resident Evil?
Comic Book King. So which will you be taking about first, Batman Beyond or Resident Evil? That's what he said. Are talking about. Oh, he said talking about.
English much.
English much. Yeah. I'm going blind and I'm wearing glasses. We're going to talk about Batman Beyond first. I do have other things here, so it's not just Batman Beyond and Resident Evil. We got a few other things here too. I can only fit so many things on a thumbnail. But yeah, it's awesome. Crown 1, Life Can Find a Way. Yes, it can. Kyle, you all good, brother? You all good, my brother? Yeah, I'm great, man. I'm all right. I love Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and Tom Holland Spider-Man as well. Well, you are entitled to that opinion. I am very anti Tom, and that's because of the way that they wrote him. But yeah, Spider-Man Unknown, MK and DC is a good crossover. It's an interesting crossover. I guess I kind of liked it too.
Yeah, 8 people now. 9.
Why? What are you expecting? Are you expecting 700 and something people to just pop in?
Surprised you got this much of this thing.
Oh, really?
Even though you said it's be at 5, and it was at 5.
This is gonna be a long video.
Yeah,
This is
wow, I got so many comments right now.
God. This is fucking. I just, man.
Yeah, you look back and I see another section.
All right, I just see a whole new section of stuff. Yeah. Comic Book King, to be honest, I don't like Superman regime costume in the first Injustice game. I do actually. I actually like it. I like his outfit. It looks cool. In an evil way, you know.
An evil.
In an evil way, it looks cool. I thought it looked good. I liked it more than the second one because I don't even think they tried that much to give him that much of a. I felt like design wise, they really threw it in the garbage because of the gear system, but I don't know. Because gear takes away from design sometimes.
Well, no, duh. That's why in Mortal Kombat 9, not 9, 11, you took the Mortal Kombat 9 scan and it looks weird because of the two masks that look like. I'm not into it, but basically, if you try to put on the Mortal Kombat 9 mask play onto the Mortal Kombat 9 skin, it won't really look good. So you have to use the mask they added in, the new one, make it look right.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
And it looks slightly off. And if you really care about detail, you're not going to like it.
And that's DLC we didn't buy.
Yeah.
We don't have that DLC. And we won't ever until it's free. I don't know. Whenever they want to. I don't know. Why was Injustice 1 free?
I don't know. Why was GTA free? Why was Ark free? Why was so many games lately been free?
It got me. Couldn't tell you.
Sponsor them.
What?
You get sponsored.
By who?
Like Epic Games right now.
Epic Games.
Yeah, go to their website right now and get free games.
If I
Hey,
ever,
I'm just saying, it's true. It's true.
if I ever got a sponsor,
I'm saying.
it would be for like Mountain Dew or Coca-Cola or something.
Is that Nathan? Zaid Ahmad. Hello. I don't know. Maybe it's Nathan.
Yeah, it's Nathan. Nathan's going to be joining us for this.
Or maybe I'm just a ghost.
Oh,
What?
Spider-Man Unknown. Epic Games is terrible.
Wow. Dude.
I should pull
Well,
back a bit.
Well, yeah,
Oof.
not much, dude. I've been chilling.
Kyle, what's your buddy think of Tom Spidey? Not my buddy, he's my bro, but all right.
Buddy.
He's my brother. Biological. Do I have to cut my fucking arm? Do you have to cut our own arms and show you a DNA test?
That's wrong. Okay. Cut our arms off? What are you talking about?
I didn't say cut it off. All right.
I like cut my arm. Sorry.
What do you think about Tom Spider-Man?
Me?
Mhm. Be honest. You can be honest on here. I have people.
Can I swear? The kids channel.
No, this is not a kids channel.
Okay. I don't really give a shit about him, honestly. He's just there. You know, I'm sitting there in class, all the girls are like, "Oh my God, Tom Holland!" I'm like, "Okay, I don't give a shit." I don't know.
So he doesn't really care, honestly. He's not as passionate about it as I am. I'm the passionate one. He's more passive. Oh man. Spider-Man Unknown. IMO Injustice 2 is a better roster, but Injustice 1 had a better story. That is the biggest thing. Injustice 1 I felt like had a better story, and I think that's what really made it better for me personally. Austin Bricksten, if you had the opportunity to make your own superhero, what would their powers be and the hero's name? It's kind of funny. I made a video about this a long time ago. I was living at my dad's. I did. I made a. Well, I didn't make a superhero. I actually made a super villain. I made a super villain for Spider-Man. I made a super villain for Spider-Man one time, and then I ended up turning her into a hero at the end. Well, not really a hero, just more. Not she wasn't as villainy. It was a girl. I did a girl villain, and I was doing it. She was like a fire villain, so she had fire. It was typical, but there was a catch to it. It was her emotions that made her fuel up. So like the first one, no. Right, but it is a little different. It was a little different. Well, the first one was when she light on fire, she would be like a basic fire, right? She'd be like like a normal.
Extra levels to fire. I didn't.
Okay,
know this.
so all right. I'll get a little bit more specific. So like when she had 3 stages. Her first one was red. The first one she had was red, and then it turned yellow. That was her second stage, and then the third one was blue because it's the hottest fire. Like the sun, like the sun fire. I did it by level of sun. I did a whole video on it. I have to go back and I'd have to pay attention to it. I don't think I made it. Oh man, I don't think it was a video. I think I just did it. I think it was a Q&A. I think it was a Q&A. The power of the sun in the palm of my hand, as the saying goes.
What else we got?
I'm gonna go punt my dogs like a football. Ninja 211 2. I reckon Mike can create good superheroes. I can. I'm sure I can. I guarantee you I can do better than what they do these days. I guarantee you. Zaid, have you played DC Universe Online? I used to play it. I stopped playing it because that game. I never finished it either.
I played the bad side. I played the good side. I just got bored. That's the problem. I think I just got bored of the game, so I just stopped playing it.
Yeah, I got bored and confused. I was like, because
paid stuff. So it's like,
no, it was just it was dragged. There wasn't anything really going on.
It's for some people, not for other people.
It's if you really want to sit there and enjoy being your own superhero and fly around or run around or be a member of the Bat family. You can do that. You can join like type of factions and stuff like that. I'm not sure.
Superman.
I was all the time.
Yeah, you were
Um,
Superman, I was with Batman.
You had the Batman powers. I had the Superman.
Batman powers.
Powers.
Batman doesn't have powers.
Are you sure? They try to make him a metahuman in the new. I think after
What
New
type
52.
of power does Batman have?
He's super smart.
That's that's a superpower. Huh.
Yep.
Okay.
That's a superpower.
What next? Big nose is a superpower.
If it can shoot boogers out of it, I don't know. I don't know. Zaid, is that Nathan? Yeah, it's Nathan. Combo King, I don't like Superman's regime costume in Justice 2 either. Yep. Zaid, what's up, Nathan? Not much. Have you tried DC Universe Online? Yeah, we've tried DC Universe Online. It's better known they created Fortnite and that game sucks. You want to say anything, Nathan? This is the shit I deal with on a daily basis. Everyone's opinion on a daily basis. Isn't that fun? Nathan plays Fortnite a lot.
No, I do not.
Yeah, you do with your friends.
With friends. I don't sit there and play on my own. I don't give a shit.
Or he drags me into it.
Once in a while. It's not. It has some interesting qualities to it.
The gameplay's fine.
I'm not putting money into it. I would never fucking sit there and put $100 into it and like, hey, yeah, like what? That's insane. What if you look on? What?
Yeah, you have.
I put $10.
You put $10.
$10, and that's it. Never
$10.
again. And I can look at that for free now.
Yeah, okay. Oh my god, it's been 16 minutes. I want to just run through these real quick. We are taking our time because this is the first time I had you on here. Zaid, I'd rather see Nathan play Spider-Man than Tom Holland.
You named her Blazing Star.
Blazing Star.
Yeah.
I did. That was her name, right?
Yeah,
That was the girl. Yeah. Yeah, that was the villain I made. Yeah. Yeah, that was her name. I remember now. Austin Bricks 10. Wait, what are we talking about today? We're going to be talking about we're going to talk about a lot of things. So I'm not going to list it. Yeah, I remember Blazing Star. That was the character I made. What
was DC Universe Online story about?
What was the DC?
Do you want to spoil it?
The DC Universe Online story. It was about basically time travel.
Not
That's
exactly.
that's all I'm gonna say.
Think of it like Lex Luthor kills everybody because an idiot works with, I think, Brainiac, and they basically win. And then Batman's like, "Oh, I'm gonna send you, superhero guy, in the past to go save everything." But then Lex Luthor backstabs Batman, and then he goes in the past, talks to the Justice League in the past, then basically releases these little bugs that gave people superpowers, and then now he has superpowered villains versus Brainiac.
Yeah,
That's basically the entire beginning.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh yeah.
Austin Bricks 10. I saw a really dumb theory when they say that Tom Holland Spider-Man is reincarnation version of Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. That's why J.K. Simmons is still JJJ. No, he's not. No, he's not. They brought him in because they knew that people would get excited. They knew that people like me would get excited because, like, yay, it's Jameson. But it doesn't make up for the movie itself, especially when it was just a after credits scene. So, Savage 20, what's up, buddy? I'm good. How are you? Combo King, in a scale of 1 to 10, how did you and Nathan enjoy reviewing Doctor Strange? I think I reviewed Doctor Strange. I don't remember. I guess I'm gonna just.
I enjoyed the movie.
I was gonna say I was gonna kick it off in Nathan.
I didn't really know Doctor Strange. Well, I knew him.
I knew
Doctor
Strange.
So that movie.
I knew Doctor Strange's history, and that was because of Spider-Man the Animated Series. Because of that show is how I knew Doctor Strange. That's how Spider-Man the Animated Series was my introduction to the Marvel Universe. That's when I met Doctor Strange. I met Iron Man. Exobites. That's the name. I met.
I just call them bugs.
Yeah. They do look bugs. They do look like bugs. Spider-Man Unknown, I've seen the opening of DC Universe Online. Yeah, it's just brutal. It's hard to watch.
You got some serious questions. Should I make a video explaining my heroes and villains?
Do what you want. Savage 20 Jr. Tom Holland is overrated. Yes, he is. All right, so we are 20 minutes in. I have overdid this, so let's go ahead and get into the topics. Well, because this is way too long. This is usually.
Start with that. I'm just saying.
All right, let's talk about Batman Beyond. Batman Beyond. So the Batman Beyond movie. A lot of people are talking about this Batman Beyond movie now. And how about people are trying to say that now Michael Keaton's going to come in. He's going to play like an older Batman. And he's going to be, the Bruce Wayne of that.
There's a lot of things that Michael Keaton might pop in different the TV shows. They have their little multiverse, whatever bullshit.
What?
Yeah, he might pop in there because he may be signing deals to join into any movies and possible appearances in anything, any form of social media.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
So that'd be interesting to see. They already had his no, not Robin, but like his universe in the TV show. He didn't see Batman, so like they already kind of had a cameo.
Yeah. So yeah, word on the street now is that Michael Keaton might be in Batman Beyond or something.
That'd be interesting.
And that there's going to be a Batman Beyond movie, which is a good thing because I've been preaching this for a long time. I've been like, they need to make a Batman Beyond movie. They need to make a Spider-Man 2099 movie. 99.99. All the nines. So yeah, I've been pushing the more futuristic because they can. They obviously can make them. Look at movies like Blade Runner. Look at movies that a lot of CGI. But I'm just saying they got so many colors and so many effects and so much lighting in there. Like they can do so much if they just now Batman Beyond is a little darker, obviously, so there's not going to be so many neon.
Darker.
Well, it's still Gotham City.
Yeah,
so
it's more brighter than normal Gotham City.
Yeah, but it's still dark.
Okay.
So it's not like it's not how I'm saying in comparison to Spider-Man.
A lot of neon lights.
Compared to in the club, yeah, in the club there's a bunch of lighting, but I'm just saying in comparison to 2099 and Batman Beyond, 2099 has more lighting and more neon effects and more coloring. Sure. But yeah, man, I'm happy about it. I'm happy that they're going to go through with something, that they're at least talking about it. I'm glad that they're at least talking about the idea of Batman Beyond, because I think it's been long overdue, in my personal opinion. It's been long overdue for a Batman Beyond movie, because they've been playing it safe.
Not really.
They've been playing it safe. They keep redoing Bruce Wayne Batman. They keep redoing Peter Parker Spider-Man. You want to do something different? Do the future. You want to do something different? Jump in the future. Like, I don't understand why they want to keep pushing characters. I'm not going to say his name. But my point is that instead of the people like him, maybe people like, I don't know, Miguel O'Hara should get a shot. Or I don't know, maybe Terry McGinnis should get a shot. I'm just saying it's important to push it. It's important to push that, because I feel like those versions are more respectful. Those are the better versions.
Yes. Let's re-answer the Spider-Man Unknown question.
What?
Anything about him?
Spider-Man Unknown, I didn't pay attention, but what did you say about it? If I should make a video about it? Do what you want.
Yeah.
Do what you want. It's not a yes or no. It's not a yes or no. Just do what you want.
Make sure you have copyright on, though.
Yeah. All right. I don't know. I don't really got anything else to say about Batman. I don't really have anything else to say about Batman Beyond. Spider-Man 4.
What about it?
I don't know. That's what Spider-Man Unknown wrote down. He just said the Spider-Man 4.
The Spider-Man 4.
The Spider-Man 4. But it is something I did want to talk about, because I thought about making a video for this and I never did. So I figured I could talk about it here. Because a lot of people were telling me, like, Mike, Mike, Sam Raimi's directing Doctor Strange 2. There's gonna be multiverse. And then they were talking about Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. And like, Tobey Maguire wants to come back as a superhero. And then everyone's like, oh, that means Spider-Man 4. Like, that's what they were like. And I was like, wait. Just hold on. That does not mean Spider-Man 4. But slowly but surely, I started getting a little excited about it because I was like, man, it's possible. He could do something like that.
Well, there's a thing with that though.
With Sony.
Sony owns
Because Sony owns Tobey Maguire.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
They'd have to make a new deal about Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, and then about that property.
Yeah, they would need to do that in order
to. It's not just Spider-Man; it's Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, his universe, his little thing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. There's a lot more going on there.
Because like, if Sony ever already sold those movies, they would get the profits, not Disney at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. That is the trick. That is the trick. That's why I think that's the one reason why I'm not super enthusiastic about a Spider-Man 4. I actually made a video about Spider-Man 4 a long time ago. And it was a fake. It was just a countdown to a comic book that I didn't care for. Fucking J.J. Abrams' son wrote a fucking comic book. It was just, I don't know. I didn't like it. I did not like it.
Is that a mod?
Did not like it. Nathan can also play Ben 10 in a live action movie.
Ben 10.
Nathan would be the most. We'll give you a Gwen, and then you can just make fun of her all day.
Yeah.
It'll be perfect.
Yes.
Then Nathan will be perfect for the role.
You know what? Maybe.
Maybe? Now he's like, maybe.
Maybe. Who's the actor for Gwen? I need someone I don't like.
Spider-Man Spider-Man 4 is not going to happen, but I have an interesting news behind it. Really, you have interesting news behind it. Okay. Austin Bricks 10, what do you think of the Miles Morales? We don't say that name. Takes up the mantle of the Prowler, and I have a mix of Spider-Man. I'm happy. I don't want him to be Spider-Man. Be someone else. I give yourself a different name, and then maybe things will change. I'm kind of happy that he decided to change his name from Spider-Man to Prowler, because.
Oh, he did change it.
Yeah.
What the fuck is Prowler? Where did you get Prowler from?
Prowler was his uncle.
Wasn't that weird purple guy in the Spider-Man? Okay.
Yep, that was him. It was in the comics too. He was Prowler. Prowler. Prowler's been around for a while. You know what's weird? Prowler's been around for a while.
Cool.
He's been around. The first time I ever met Prowler was in Spider-Man Friend or Foe. That was back in like 2006.
That's cool.
That was a long time ago. This is before Miles Morales.
He's never really talked about character.
No one talks about him.
But he's cool though. He did very cool in the Spider-Verse. I like him.
Yeah.
An interesting character.
It was interesting.
It was different.
It was different. It was different. I never said Spider-Verse was a bad movie. I feel like every time I say that I didn't like Spider-Verse, people say, oh, like Michael thinks it's bad. No, I never said it was a bad movie.
Okay, I got my question.
Spider-Man Unknown, if they brought back a Spider-Man actor before Tom Holland, it's mostly going to be Andrew Garfield. Well, it's better than nothing. Comic Book King, now that I think about it, Spider-Man 29 is kind of underrated. He is. He's underrated. It's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, like, you know what's funny? You like Peter.
Yeah. He likes 2099 more than the regular Peter Parker Spider-Man. Yeah. It's my toy. It's my toy. But yeah, man. Savage 20, I got a question. Who is underrated? Who is underrated MCU? I don't. You be a little bit more specific there.
MCU character.
An MCU character? Who's underrated? Doctor Strange.
What do you mean? He's kind of like there a lot. I mean, Scarlet Witch is not really gone to her full power yet. War Machine's kind of ant character now. He's kind of like the
There's a
background.
lot actually. The side characters.
Yeah, I love side characters.
Side
Stuff on the
characters.
side.
The ones that were side characters.
Well, I mean,
War Machine is fucking
War
awesome.
Machine did get a couple good
War
shots.
Machine in the comics is fucking awesome. He's fucking awesome. Like I don't know. He got really.
He's probably not gonna be in the
He
future.
got really reduced to a
I don't
side
think the actors
character.
playing War Machine anymore.
No?
I don't think he's doing it anymore. I know a lot of actors not doing it. Hulk is underrated. Yeah, he is underrated. But there's a reason for that because they can't really make movies with him because of the little copyright issue.
They
What
put
was
him
it,
through
Paramount?
Ragnarok.
Well, they can't like put his own movie.
Why?
Hulk can't have his own title.
Why
movie.
can't Hulk have them?
Because they don't own the rights to do that.
Why not?
Because they didn't buy that.
They didn't buy that.
Because the guy, they said, hey, you can have him in your movies. You cannot have his own movie. That's basically with Hulk.
That sucks.
So they can do like a Hulk versus Wolverine movie, but they can never do a Hulk movie.
I like that movie.
Yeah,
I like Hulk versus Wolverine.
that's what really sucks about the.
I like that.
You get Shrek. Yeah, we got Shrek.
Zayd Prowler was also in Spider-Man the animated series. Was he?
We watch it.
I have to rewatch it. I've been rewatching it lately. I only got past season 2.
I've not seen Mary Jane in Marvel Spider-Man TV show.
Zayd, have you seen the latest episode of Marvel Spider-Man? Is it really
Is
good?
it with Mary Jane? Is that with her?
Yeah, people said Mary Jane's in it, and I
What?
don't.
Did they mess her up again?
They said he told me that they did okay with him or with her.
Them. Did them now.
Them.
Did them now. Oh, God.
There's so many versions, or we can call it them.
Mary Jane? It's not a topic. Okay, she's redhead, green eyes, white. Cool. That's basically her entire thing.
Yeah, I know, but if you look at the Marvel Spider-Man, they fucked that up bad.
It's not my cup of tea. I don't really give a shit. I have.
There is
Back of the
nothing
Spider-Man.
wrong. There is nothing wrong with Mary Jane being a supermodel.
What?
There is nothing wrong with that. And that's my biggest issue these days.
Oh no, they want to give girls more of a different type of
That's
thing, not just there's.
the act. Okay, fine. Do it more respectfully. Do it like Raimi did when she wanted to be like an actress.
Yeah, it's the same kind of category though.
But it is the same category because
Yeah.
it should be the same category.
That's who the character
Yes, that's her character.
is.
She is supposed to be this. Mary Jane is supposed to be incredibly attractive when you first see her. That's supposed to be your first
That's
initial
right.
reaction. Her character is when you first see her.
Yeah.
And then over time, you're supposed to be like, oh, there's a lot more there.
They kind of
like-
put her as a random kid. That's how my own thing. She's a girl.
They fucked that up
There's
bad.
nothing special about her. Is she Michelle something? with J at the
It's
end?
not even Mary. It's just fucking.
It's
It's
Michelle.
Michelle, and I'm actually happy about it. Kind of.
I'm happy.
I'm like, thank God it's not. Otherwise, I would have flipped my fucking lid.
I was like, I'm gonna take a minute. The actor's not bad looking, but I don't know about her.
I never said that either. Sitting on a toy.
I'm like, wait, why am I both?
Yeah.
Okay, what do we got here?
Kyle, amazing Lucas is losing subs. Yeah, I've noticed. Yeah, I got really mad. I actually recently tried to come back and watch some of his stuff, and he talked some shit about Metal Gear Solid 5, and I was like, oh, you know what, motherfucker? I'm out. Peace out.
Oh, yeah.
Austin Bricks 10, the original Prowler, is Hobby Brown, and if I'm not mistaken, he was Peter's roommate. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's coming back to me. God, that was so much more interesting and better. Fuck. Zayd, have you seen Mary Jane in Marvel Spider-Man? Yeah, we saw her. Well, we didn't see her. We just looked her up. Spider-Man 29 movie and game could have a lot of potential. Yeah, there's so much potential there. It's a completely different character with a different set of powers, with a different set of vulnerabilities. For example, Spider-Man 2099 has a weakness. or he has a couple weaknesses. Number one,
He's not Spider-Man.
doesn't have spider sense. Spider-Man 2099 does not have spider sense.
But he has that speed.
But he's fast. He's really fast, right? And that's kind of why I loved Edge of Time so much.
But he has,
Because, yeah,
sense things. He can't, like, spider sense.
but he's not.
I know that's coming from a wall. No.
He's not OP.
Yeah,
he's not
it's
OP.
OP
He's
as
not
well.
OP like Peter. He is reasonably balanced. Because they're like, okay, we don't give him spider sense. We'll make him really fast. And then his eyes are very sensitive to light. He has to wear sunglasses every time he's in the daytime. He has sensitive eyes.
You go blind.
If you throw a flashbang at him, he's blind for a good period of time. He's not seeing anything. I'll fight you blindfolded. Start swinging. Yeah, man, there's a lot of potential. I mean, there's so much there. I mean, a lot of people don't know this. Spider-Man 2099 is kind of Hispanic. He has a little Hispanic in him. He celebrates he celebrates, all that stuff. So I'm just saying, you want to do a diversity push, there you go. I'm just saying.
Plus 2099 Deadpool. You know that Deadpool?
No, I don't actually.
It's actually Deadpool's daughter.
Well, there you go. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Deadpool's old though.
But he's still around. He's still around to talk.
He's chained in the basement.
Still around to talk some smack.
But he can't die. So,
Yeah. Put him out of his misery already.
What we got?
What do we got? We got to get through like 4 more topics. We're gonna be here all day. Zayd Hulk is. Oh, it is. I gotta plug it in.
That's the one rule of fucking podcast. Plug the fucking computer.
It's fine. Zayd Hulk is overrated. You know what? Yeah, I think Hulk is the most underrated in the MCU. Now that I'm thinking about it. I wanted him to smash the fuck out of Thanos as soon as that Endgame, and it's like,
I noticed. He's done with it by Thanos.
He's the only one.
Well,
Everyone else did, except Hulk. Hulk should have got to fight him. I should have heard Hulk smash, and I didn't hear Hulk smash. At least in the Incredible Hulk movie, you get Hulk smash.
yeah,
The only time you ever hear him say the word is in that movie. And honestly, I kind of like that movie. I do. I like because I like the way they change him into a hero at the end. He becomes a hero at the end. He's not just a rage monster anymore. Austin Bricks 10, my first introduction to Spider-Man 2099 was a toy. You know what? That was my first introduction to Spider-Man 2099 as well. I bought a toy a long time ago.
Toy Biz toy.
And I thought it was Peter Parker Spider-Man, but it wasn't. It was 2099 the whole time. I was like, who is this? And then I didn't realize it until around Shattered Dimensions, the game, when because again, I didn't read anything but the Amazing Spider-Man comics, so I didn't pay attention to it. And then I started paying attention to it when I got to Shattered Dimensions, Edge of Time, especially Edge of Time. And then I was like, man, this character has so much potential. Why don't they just give him a fucking chance? But yeah, he is great. He's a great character. He's not trying to steal Peter's girls either.
They're dead.
They're dead. Let them rest in peace, you sick fuck. Zayd, Hulk should go World Breaker Hulk or Savage Hulk instead of what we get when we get Shrek. Shrek. Oh, that's a burn. Zayd, I'm good. I'm still mad at Marissa Tomei for what she said. Yeah, we're gonna get to her. Yeah, man. Spider-Man Owen, how do you feel? How do you feel when people say MJ is manipulative and annoying in the Raimi films?
You telling me the Raimi film showed a complete bad relationship? It's fine. Sad face.
There are, a lot of people like to think that I think that, the Raimi films are so perfect. No, they have flaws. I agree. I think one of the flaws with the Raimi films is the relationship with each other. I think That was one of the biggest issues, and that's why it's hard.
It showed a different side.
It's hard
It
to.
showed a different view of it.
What do you mean?
Because people always look at relationships and all happy and all that.
Yeah.
Relationships do have problems. They do have
Yeah.
fuck up. They do have all that. You can't just it's perfect. That's
Yeah.
the one thing I like about it. It brought realism.
Yeah.
Not in the perfect way. You
Not in
shouldn't
the
do that.
perfect
You should
way.
never go for that. Don't go for girls manipulate you.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And then they did the whole role reversal with Gwen Stacy in Spider-Man 3, where she was the supermodel, and I don't know.
I don't really care.
I didn't care. I was like, oh, he's doing a role reversal here with these two. Sure, why not? Kind of. A little bit. Because MJ is supposed to be that.
But fun.
Science nerd.
Well, not really.
Sure.
It's not really a role person.
Sure. Sade, what do you think of MJ's design of Marvel Spider-Man? Are we talking about the game? Or are we talking about the TV show? Talking about the TV show, it's fine. It's the normal design how it should be.
Kind of looks like Ellie in the.
Personally, I prefer MJ to have her hair down. But if we're talking about the Spider-Man game, her design,
Not attractive
it's
to me.
very safe. Yeah,
Not attractive.
it's not attractive. The first thing you should see with Mary Jane is attractive. She
What's
has to be
attractive, Michael?
attractive. And like it's not a bad thing to be attractive. I don't
I think
understand.
Spider-Man and the Spider-Verse got it right.
I thought she had a big nose.
Oh my god.
Though.
I think her hair showed out her face.
Yeah, sure.
I think that's how Gwen. Yeah, Gwen.
Kyle, he was really digging into MGS5 at the begin at the beginning for he I watched him play it. I gave him a chance. I'm like, let's see if he likes MGS. Maybe that'll be cool to see if he likes a game I like. I really like MGS5. I really like MGS5. You can ask Nathan. Nathan's like, what are you doing? I'm playing Metal Gear again. Like, okay. I have it on my PS3. I have it on my PS4. I have it on my PC. I even have it on the Xbox. Okay, I love Metal Gear Solid 5. So, the waste of space. Because it's just Game Pass. But yeah. Okay. Awesome Bricks 10. If they make us a 2099 movie, at least make the suit the correct black. Sure. I would like the blue though. Personally. Zayd, the credits are given to Thor, Iron Man, Captain America, but not Hulk. Come on, Marvel. Yeah, I know. Kyle, he was hating on MGS5 because of the beginning where you're crawling. It's a slow start. It's supposed to be a slow start. You've been in a coma for 9 years. What, are you going to just get up and start walking and just like just start fighting? No. Especially, never mind, I'm not going to get into spoilers, but there's a lot there. Just saying. Spider-Man Unknown, Incredible Hulk is a great film. It is. It's a good film. I wouldn't say a great film. I would say it's a good film. Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor have a trilogy, and Hulk hasn't gotten a trilogy yet. Yeah, I know. It's stupid. Yep. I agree. Incredible Hulk is the most underrated MCU movie. Yeah, it is. What do you think about the story for Avengers A-Day?
I think it's going to go good. I think we're going to see how it goes. I think it did a good.
I've talked about Avengers A-Day.
Interesting.
I personally am not interested in it.
I always give it a shot.
I guess I could wait. I'll probably do what I did with The Last of Us Part 2. I'll just watch Brad play it. I'll just watch him play the game. And like if I like anything about it or if there's something I really, really like, then maybe I might. But what game? Really? I'm sure everyone can. Everyone who is not Neil Druckmann can write that story way better.
Don't be a simp.
Yeah.
No simps allowed here.
No simps allowed
Uh,
here.
We don't
We're
simp.
all men,
We don't simp.
except for the one on my right. He's a teenager.
16-year-old.
And I take that back. I have some kids in here, so I get y'all are still
You have
boys.
kids? I'm swearing.
Y'all still boys.
Okay.
Zayd, MODOK is the villain in the new Avengers game.
Yeah.
Well, at least MODOK gets some time to shine. I don't really care for MODOK. MODOK is just a fuck. He's a little. MODOK's like the Riddler for me, for Marvel. Like he's just a dick. He's annoying. He's like, I'm so smart. Look at me. And then he'll ask you all these questions and be like, ugh. Spider-Man on the relationship isn't great in the Raimi films. It was better in the Amazing Spider-Man films and Amazing Spider-Man 2. Yeah, a lot of people said that they liked the relationship between Gwen and Peter better in the Amazing Spider-Man films, which is sure. I can see
they
that.
want to talk about the old lady.
They really want to get there.
Yeah, they're getting there.
Well, that would lead us right into our next topic then.
I know.
It would lead us right into our next topic. Savage 20. They need to make a Hulk story more darker. I don't know about darker. I don't think he needs to be darker. I think he. I think Hulk needs to be shown as more of a hero. Hulk needs to do more heroic things, and that's why I think I loved.
Hulk is nerdy. That's the problem.
Right, but that scene, for example, in The Incredible Hulk, where he sees Abomination, he's like, because he's under the assumption that he thinks that he just got rid of the Hulk, right? But he's like, he sees Abomination, he's like, I gotta stop him. He's gonna kill everyone. So he's like, I gotta jump off this fucking plane.
I hope I turn to Hulk.
And I hope to God I turn into the Hulk. Even Betty's like, you don't even know if you're gonna change. And he's like, I got to. And then he jumps, and then there's a funny gag where he's like, oh shit, didn't work. And then he smashes into the ground, and then he turns into Hulk. But again, it was right there, and I was like, yes, he's gonna be a good guy now. He's gonna do this. He's gonna save everyone.
Bruce Banner is a good person. He will do the right thing.
Right, you know.
It's not just a monster.
You know, and then, you know, he was talking about, like, you know, Ross, he was like, maybe I can, like, aim it. Like, I can aim the Hulk at someone as a target, you know, and that's what he looked at that's why he saw Abomination. He's like, maybe if I get him to fight him. And then it worked. They fought, and he won. And it was awesome. I thought it was really great. I want to see stuff like that. You know, and then maybe we can get even more creative with, like... Yeah, we can get more creative. We can start adding maybe other Hulks, or better yet, we can add other villains, like comic book villains, like the leader, Red Hulk. You know, there's other things you can do. There's so much potential, and they just throw it in the trash like they think it's a fucking joke. And again, I'm not even that big of a Hulk fan, but I really like the Hulk, and it's just sad that they fucked that up so bad. Yeah. He's got to snap eventually.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. All right, we got to get to the topics here. It's already like 40 minutes. My God. Zayd, which actress do you think should replace Amber Heard as Mira? I don't know. I don't really care, honestly. I didn't watch Aquaman.
Oh, you didn't?
No, didn't watch Aquaman. Do you think I care that he made $1 billion?
Do you know who that actor is, though?
What?
Do you know who that actor is?
Amber Heard?
Yeah.
The one who plays Mira? Johnny Depp's wife?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know her. Yes.
Yeah.
I know the controversy going on with Amber Heard, by the way. I'm not really going to talk about it. I don't know. I don't care. Austin Bricks 10, my first MCU film was Hulk. That's awesome. Spider-Man, should I make a show about my characters? And if I do, what do you think? I don't know, man. If you want to do it, do it.
Go for it.
Do what you gotta do.
You know?
Shit I gotta deal with.
Make sure you don't like make it bad.
All right, Zayd, can we talk about Mr. Okay, can we? Okay, yes, thank you, Zayd. Can we talk about Marissa Tomei right now? Yes, let's talk about Marissa Tomei. So, Marissa Tomei, actress who plays as Aunt May in the MCU, says she really regrets getting stuck in mom roles. It is not the right road. Okay, so there's a few things I can take away from that. I can take away in one way saying, okay, she just is a feminist and she doesn't want to take care of a little boy who doesn't have a father or mother.
She doesn't take care.
Yada yada yada. Right. He's just
literally, this entire movie.
She doesn't even fucking care about him.
He talks to Iron Man more. I don't know. Aunt May doesn't feel like a mom, like at all.
Yeah.
In the MCU, she just. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna go sleep with this guy over here. Bye.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, just being straightforward.
I've talked about Marissa Tomei's Aunt May. I've talked about her Aunt May.
It's not Aunt May.
It's not Aunt May.
I'll tell you that.
Aunt May should not be played by a 30-something-year-old who.
30.
I'm assuming her age.
That's a bad idea.
I don't care. But the point is, she's young. What goes with young sometimes? Attractiveness. Because that's the joke they push in the MCU.
She's Aunt May.
She's Aunt May. You're not supposed to look at Aunt May that way. And then fucking John Watts is like, oh, I'm just gonna make Aunt May this MILF, and I'm gonna make it a big joke. And I'm not going to take it seriously at all.
Hey, they're doing their thing. That's not them.
But I guess talking about this quote she has or whatever, like I said, there was. I already gave you a way that I could take it. Another way I can take it is maybe she doesn't agree with the way that the Aunt May's been presented in the movies. Then again, I didn't really read into the context of it. I just kind of, took it at face value. I didn't want to go out of my way and look all this up because, number one, that would take a whole day. Number two, I really just want to focus on if the movies come out, I watch them and I just review them at this point. That's just where I'm at.
We'll see where it goes.
Because I feel like
I don't know. You're gonna be playing the Miles Morales thing for PS5?
No. You all know that. You all know I'm not playing that.
I
bet. Yeah, you know who it is. You know who this is, Nathan. You know who this is. Blake Lively. You know who this is. The girl from fucking Gossip Girl. And I know you know who this is.
Oh, that girl.
You know who this is.
Maybe.
He's gonna lie now.
I think she played it. No, I don't know about fish people. He's the kid. I am a ghost, or you're a figment of imagination.
Nathan, this is Nathan. This is Nathan. He's my brother. We've established that like 50 minutes ago.
Well, not everyone's here.
Yeah, I know. Got like 10 people here. Austin Bricks 10. I think A-Day is going to do something with the Inhumans. Really? We got 3 more. Well, technically, we got 2 more because I've already talked about Michael Keaton coming back as Batman. So Resident Evil 8 and then Venom 2. I'll just wrap up a little bit with this first. Kyle would be playing Marvel Spider-Man and Miles Morales. Nope, not playing that. Zayd, I think Blake Lively can play Mira. Maybe. Austin Bricks 10, your dad doesn't. Austin Bricks 10, doesn't your dad like the Hulk? He does like the Hulk. He just doesn't read the comics, which is why
He likes his TV show.
He likes this old TV show. That's what he grew up with. He wasn't like me, who knows that back in the day Hulk used to be gray and they turned him green because of a printing thing, and it was, Spider-Man Unknown. Aquaman was good. I don't care enough about Aquaman to watch. I'm basically just watching Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa the movie. That's what that probably was. Long John, do you BLM or ALM? ALM. He does this. He asked me this like yesterday. That's why I'm very
okay.
I'm short.
I'm gonna state this.
No.
Hey!
We're not
getting political.
Hey.
We're not getting political.
We're live.
We're not getting political. Okay? I don't give a shit if it's politically inside. We're talking about. I look at that.
Just wanted to check what he said before we continue.
Hey. No politics. Difference.
Fine.
Keep politics out of this.
Crown 1, DC versus Marvel versus Mortal Kombat. I don't know. I don't know what he said. I don't know the answer to that question. A lot of death. Raven Veletsky saw Aquaman, decent film. I never liked Mira character in the comics or anything, so I don't care. I don't care either, honestly. Spider-Man, my character name is Wolf Fox, and I'll explain him more in a video. I'll make that's up to you if you want to watch it. I'll think about it. Which I never have time. Raven Veletsky, the appearance of Aunt May matters. IMO, she should look like the Aunt May. Also, MCU did her character disgustingly. Yeah, they did. They treated it as a big joke. They didn't take her seriously. Spider-Man, MJ in Spider-Man PS4 is great, and she seems cute to me. Yeah, well, she seems like a total bitch to me. You want to talk about a relationship problem? You want to talk about a relationship problem in the PS4 game? She is worse than I think in the Raimi films. So his Aunt May dies after they just got back together. Yeah. So then she leaves him, goes into a war zone, and then you don't even know anything unless you read the comics. Fuck that. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. I hated what they did with MJ in Spider-Man PS4. I was like, just this bitch. I got so pissed.
That's women for you. Okay.
God, she was worse. She was worse in the PS4 game, I felt like. God only knows how many dates she went on with other people. Yeah, she is. Spider-Man, what was your reaction when you found out that I was young? Surprised, I guess, but then again, not by the way you talk sometimes, if I'm being honest with you. Zayd, she was in Green Lantern. Oh, yeah. She was.
Was she really?
Yes, she was his girlfriend.
Hey, that's what I don't remember.
Oh!
Oh,
Oh my God. That's awkward. Yes. I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice. You're right. She was. Raven Veletsky, good stream, man. Thank you. Like the interesting talks. Thank you. Spider-Man, that was not Aquaman. That was a great film. Zayd, can we talk about the plot for Resident Evil 8? I love how Zayd's just the one who's like,
Let's get to it.
He's like my producer right now. He's like, come on, we gotta move on right now. Okay, yes, I want to talk about Resident Evil 8 because I was gonna make a video for this, and of course I didn't do it. Resident Evil 8. So Resident Evil 8 got announced, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, people were like all speculating about a Resident Evil 4 remake, and turned out it was just Resident Evil 8. And honestly, I'm kind of glad that it's Resident Evil 8. it seems like it's a lot like Resident Evil 4 in the sense of its inventory and the village and yada yada yada. But I think my biggest confliction or worry or questioning is with Chris Redfield. Now, Chris Redfield is my favorite Resident Evil character. Yes, I even loved it when he punched that boulder into the lava. Okay, I don't give a shit. Biceps for days. So they made him into like a bad guy almost in this game. So I feel like it's a cover up or something. Maybe Mia was some type of mold monster or something. I'm just saying, because there's no way that Chris is the bad guy. I hope there's like a twist or something, and then he's not the bad guy. Because you want to know the reality? Because let's say that Chris Redfield and Ethan do fight. Who's winning that fight? Chris Redfield. Nathan didn't even take a minute to think about it. Okay, we've seen Leon and Chris. The only one who could ever even come close to beating Chris Redfield is Leon. Okay, and even them two are like almost the same type of fighting. Well, not the same type of fighting style, but the same level of skill and combatant. One's more agile, but he's really fast. One's really strong. But the point is that they are matched. They're matched. Resident Evil 6, they were matched. Like, they were evenly matched. So if you really expect me to believe, because let's say Ethan, because I want you to think about it this way. If Ethan Winters can beat Chris Redfield, that's implying that he can also beat Leon Kennedy. Mr. Kung Fu Leon Kennedy, Mr. Leon Gangsta Kennedy himself. Like, do you really believe? Do you really want to accept that Ethan could really beat Chris Redfield? There's no way. So I'm hoping that they do something in the story about halfway through, or maybe at the end when Chris isn't really the bad guy, and there's like this huge plot twist or something. That's what I'm hoping for, because Chris Redfield, a man who has saved the planet from constant numbers of bioterror. I mean, Resident Evil 5, Resident Evil Code Veronica, Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 6. I mean, the man's done a lot. Resident Evil 7. Like he's done so much. Like, I don't understand why he'd be the bad guy all of a sudden. I feel like they're gonna do a bait and switch where he's like, oh, he looks like the bad guy, but then when you play the game, he'll be the good guy. I would rather, I will say this though about Resident Evil 8, because I actually do want to talk about this. I don't like how it's first person again. I know they're trying to keep the first person aspect of it. If you had me play as Chris Redfield, I don't think I'd care. I think I'd rather play as Chris Redfield than Ethan again. I mean, what are they going to do? Give me free Chris Redfield DLC again? If you're going to give me Chris Redfield DLC, can you at least make it better than it was before? I'm just saying. So we got one more topic, but before we get to the last topic, let's go ahead and see what some of you guys are saying, and then we'll get to the last topic, we'll wrap it up, and then we'll be done. All right. Austin Bricks 10, I just wanted you to know I'm having trouble hearing your brother. Yeah, I know, he keeps mumbling. Stop mumbling.
Not mumbling.
Stop mumbling.
I'm talking done.
Well, then you need to get closer or something. Okay, let's see. What do we got here? Long John, do you like Gwen Stacy or MJ more?
That's my answer.
One's blonde, one's redhead.
No, I don't like it.
Really? That's kind of an unfair question. For me personally, I feel like they both have contributed to Peter Parker's life in very positive ways, and it's very hard to choose between them. Especially when because if you guys remember, let's look at it from this way. First of all, they're both really well written. Gwen Stacy's really well written. MJ has been really well written, but that was because she's had so long to develop. But if you remember when when Stan Lee was writing Spider-Man, he really wanted Gwen Stacy and Peter to be a thing. And the fans wanted Peter and MJ. And then they did the death of Gwen Stacy, and then he stayed with MJ. And then that's why they've been together ever since. So, and then ever since then, it's just been kind of a memory of the past, but then they try to bring her back as her own Spider-Woman. And I mean, I guess it's fine, but you know, when we lead into other territories, I think that's when we have issues. But personally, I don't know. I don't know who I like more. That's unfair, I think, because like I said, I think they're both great characters, and I just don't. I don't think I can choose one over the other. I think, you know, no matter which way you look at it, you know, it's very hard. I think. I mean, again, maybe it is for you guys, but for me personally, it's not easy. It's very hard to choose. Okay. In Spider-Man PS4, wait. In Spider-Man PS4, they turned MJ into Lois Lane. Yeah. Yes. They turned her into Lois. Yes, exactly. Spider-Man, can you explain more about why you're surprised? I don't know, because you sound younger than what I was expecting, I guess. Zayd, I loved how you were considering me as your producer. LOL. I don't know. I was just saying, because I just find it funny how you're the one who keeps kind of pushing us to continue. Because you guys are just like, woo, so much to talk about. Long John, is COVID-19 a hoax? I think it is. Because we want to talk conspiracy.
I'll be back.
What?
Yeah, so they do 2 topics.
Well, it was 2 seconds.
Yep.
That's the second time he's left, by the way. All right. What else we got? Raven Vlet's that one of the reasons I didn't get Spider-Man PS4 that made MJ like SJW cringe and Miles felt forced to. Spider-Man 2 game still the greatest game to me. Yeah, I agree. Spider-Man never played Spider-Man 2. You never played Spider-Man 2? That's a crime. That's a crime. That is a crime against the fandom. You gotta play that game. I never played Spider-Man 2, and I never understood why it's considered the best Spider-Man. Because you gotta play the game. You gotta play the game. You can't sit there and tell me that you cannot sit there. If you played Spider-Man 2, that's different. But if you come to me and you're like, Mike, I like Spider-Man PS4 better than Spider-Man 2. And I'm like, okay, did you play Spider-Man 2? And then you're like, no. Then I'm like, go play Spider-Man 2 before you try to come to my door and tell me it's better than Spider-Man 2. I'm just saying. But yeah, man, you gotta play Spider-Man 2, man. I love that game. It's one of the best Spider-Man games ever made. Raven Vletz, maybe he is a Chris clone, but isn't. Yeah, but they never did clones. Maybe he's a Chris clone, but isn't girl and boyfriend like immortal? Chris shooting her shouldn't have done that much damage. Dude, he straight up executed her. He walked like right in front of Ethan. And here's the thing, Ethan didn't even react. Well, that's probably because we can't see his facial expression, but he didn't even say anything. It's like Chris is like, pow, 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 pow. Like he's just like not one bullet, not 2 bullets, but like 3, 4, 5, 6 rounds in her. And I'm like, Chris, what the fuck? So I don't know, man. It's so weird. Zayd, having Ethan beating up Chris Redfield is like having me beating up Dwayne Johnson, even though that is not possible at all. Yeah, pretty much. Zayd, what do you think of the Ben 10 as TV show? It's all right. Oh, the original. Oh, it's great. Probably one of the best. Ben 10 was one of the best new superhero shows on Cartoon Network. It's a shame that it got bad, but it started out really good, especially that first version of him. Really good. Raven Valets, it feels like Resident Evil has become Outlast, but with fighting mechanics. Sure, maybe. I think that's a little bit of an unfair comparison, because I mean Outlast was more of a psychological horror game where you can't fight back. But Resident Evil has always been like zombies and camera angles, and now it's like first person. But you still can fight and do stuff. But I don't know. I wouldn't say I wouldn't say I compare it to Outlast. I think that's a bit of a stretch, but I can see what you're saying. Sammy Johnson, I feel like MJ is better overall, but Gwen Stacy is a close second. You know what? You know what, Sammy? I think that is an accurate thing to say about MJ. And the reason why, like I said, is because she's just better developed. I mean, she's had so much more time to develop more than Gwen Stacy, and that's why I think it's unfair to say if one's better than the other, if I like one more than the other one. Because, like I said, MJ, Mary Jane Watson, has always been there. And that's kind of why it's really hard to pick between a character who died about 100 issues into the original comic books versus a character like Mary Jane Watson, who has been there for pretty much the whole thing. So yeah, man, it's really, it's not comparable for me personally, but I feel like that is a correct response. You know, I feel like that is exactly how a lot of people feel. Spider-Man Unknown, if you ask me the best portrayal of Spider-Man that isn't the comics and Spectacular Spider-Man in the 90s cartoon. Yeah, I agree with you. Awesome Bricks 10, why did they make Zendaya's character play a bitch? I don't know, because maybe that's what she is. I don't know. It's possible. Raven Valette, Spectacular Spider-Man is my favorite version of Peter Parker out of every version. Okay, that's cool. Spider-Man Unknown, well, isn't talking about stuff is what a podcast is about? Well, yeah. You giving Joker a 7 out of 10 is a crime. No, it's not. No, it's not. You know what the difference is? You know what the difference is? Spider-Man Unknown. I saw the movie. I watched it. You didn't even play Spider-Man 2. You can't come here and say, "Oh, that's better," because even though you didn't play it or watch it. That's not how this works. Why do you think I don't have an opinion about Aquaman? Why do you think I don't have an opinion about not Suicide Squad? Birds of Prey. Well, I do have an opinion about Birds of Prey, but that's because of the marketing. I'm judging the marketing. I'm not really judging the movie. I'm judging the movie based off the marketing. But the point is that just because I didn't, me watching it is different than me seeing trailers or me just, whatever. But like I said, the difference is I saw the movie. You're trying to sit there and tell me you didn't play Spider-Man 2. And listen, I'm joking. Like, oh, it's a crime you didn't play Spider-Man 2. I'm joking. I'm just expressing the fact that I think it's stupid that you're trying to be like, oh, it's better even though that you didn't play Spider-Man 2. It's like, come on, man. It's such a weak argument. Zaid, here's how I would have ranked the 4 love interests for Spider-Man. Number 1, Mary Jane. Number 2, Gwen Stacy. Number 3, Black Cat. Number 4, Betty Brant. Yeah, that's correct. Sammy Johnson. Spider-Man 2's best Spider-Man game. Yes, it is. Spider-Man Unknown. I don't got a PS2, and they are hard to find these days. And if I get one, I'm getting Ultimate Spider-Man straight away, which is considered the best Spider-Man game. No, it's not. I would probably consider that game it's in the top 5. It's definitely in the top 5. Long John, do you own a manga hat? If not, can I buy one? Can I buy you one? I do. You don't have to do that. I do. My mom bought me one, so I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for asking, though. Raven Vlet's Spider-Man 2 was on GameCube and OG Xbox. I knew it was on the GameCube. I was talking to my brother because we were trying to get it on the PC we were trying to get an emulator so we can get Spider-Man 2. And I knew it. I knew that it was on GameCube. I thought about getting a GameCube emulator or an Xbox emulator so I could play the Spider-Man 2 on the PC, the original PS2 version. Or the Xbox version, the console version. We'll call it the console version. Zaid, what would you do if you had the Omnitrix in real life? I would enjoy it. I would enjoy it until Viltrak. What's his name? What's his name? I'm looking it up. What's his name? Ben 10 Villains. Vilgax? It was Vilgax, right? Vilgax. His name was Vilgax. I knew it was Vil something. I just forgot how to pronounce it. Is Vilgax. Austin Bricks 10, what do you think of the Teen Titans Go? Sorry, I know it's really just wondering what your opinions are. Teen Titans Go is, it's kind of weird. I haven't talked about Teen Titans Go probably because I haven't watched the show for a long time. It's been a few years. But based off of my memory of Teen Titans Go, it's obviously not like the original. It's a kids thing. It's a kids show. Now, I think that it could have been. I think if they did it like the original show, it would have been better. But they decided it to be a kids show, over the top silliness. 15 minutes, not even 20 or 30 minutes, just straight up, just 15 minutes of episode, and they're short. They're just childish. Inappropriate. There was one show where Raven's dancing, and then she's like look at my legs, and I'm like, dude, that is such a I have never seen Raven more sexualized than in Teen Titans Go. I get it. When people watch the original Teen Titans show, they were like, oh, Raven's so cute, but man, they really pushed it. Man, and then she's like fucking Lady Legacy. Oh, dude, I thought this was a kid's show. It was kind of funny because I remember people being like that. They're like, wait a minute, I thought this was a kid's show. Meanwhile, fucking Raven dancing in front of all the boys, half naked, their ass shaking. What the fuck? Yeah, man, but Raven Vlet's Teen Titans Go is weird. It's just weird. Yeah, it's really weird. Onan Vivo, favorite X-Men movie. My favorite X-Men movie. I would say X-Men 2. I think X-Men 2 is pretty much everyone's favorite X-Men movie. It's always the second movie that people's like, yeah, that's my favorite. Especially those old classic movies. Spider-Man Unknown Joker is a masterpiece. You should not have given Joker a 7 out of 10. It's above average. I don't believe Joker is a masterpiece. I didn't see the masterpiece. Raven Vlet's Joker was overrated when I saw it. Yeah, I thought it was overrated too. Was it bad? No. Was it average? No. But was it a masterpiece? Hell no. It was a good, great movie. It did a good job taking a character like Joker and showing us how he got to where he was as the Joker. They did a good job. I mean, it was a good movie by itself. I would say that it was a great movie, not a good DC movie, is the best way I would describe Joker. Zay, let's talk about the last topic. Yeah, okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the last one. All right, what should be the plot for Venom 2? Now, this one is probably going to be short, especially because Nathan's not here, but I hope he comes back, actually. But the plot for Venom 2, if I was to tell you what I think the plot for Venom 2 should be, here's what it should be. It should be, I don't know, maybe you can make some jokes about how Venom's going to give birth to like a Carnage or something. And then Carnage comes out. Maybe Carnage is all cute at first, and then maybe Carnage gets all psychopathic when it runs into Cletus Cassidy, and then becomes Carnage, and then they have to fight because Carnage wants to kill everyone. But yeah, I don't got much else to say about that. Holy shit, this is the longest podcast we have ever done. All right, so let's take, I'm not going to even say 10 minutes. Let's take maybe like 4 or 5 minutes just to wrap things up here. All right then. Raven Vletz, First Class is best live action X-Men to me. Okay. Raven Vletz, Logan doesn't count as an X-Men film. Why not? Logan, okay, fine, because I didn't even say Logan either, because that's a Wolverine movie. So sure. Spider-Man Unknown, Ultimate Spider-Man is the best Spider-Man game, is what I've heard. Well, I don't know who you've been talking to, because they don't know what they're talking about. Zay, do you watch Marvel's own YouTube channel? Not anymore. I don't watch Marvel's channel anymore. I'm not even on their Twitter anymore. I've unfollowed them from Twitter recently. I don't want to hear any of the bullshit they have to say anymore because they're just stupid. Sammy Johnson, I have Spider-Man 2 on the GameCube, but the graphics are a lot worse than the PS2. Really? They're worse on the GameCube? I did not know that. That's interesting. Are they better on the Xbox? Because if they're better on the Xbox, I can just get like an Xbox emulator, and then I can play the console Spider-Man 2 game for you guys. I really want to play that on here so bad. Not just for you guys, because I just want to have it on here. Raven Vletz, I like Ultimate Spider-Man 2. That game was fun. PS2, the best console to me, had all the great games. Yeah, man, I got an army of PS2 games behind me. Raven Vletz, the Teen Titans never finished its story. I think it got canceled in 2000's cartoon. Yeah, it did kind of end off on a cliffhanger. It was after that the Titans went to Japan or something. They did a whole movie on that, and then they got back, and then it just kind of was over. They never did anything after that. So you never really I don't know. It was kind of, they never really wrapped that up. Onan Vivo, Days of Future Past is my favorite one. Yeah, I almost said Days of Future Past, but that's a good one. That's a brutal one, but that's a hard one for me to watch. But Days of Future Past, you're right. That's a very good. I would say that might be even mine too. That's a very good one too. There are a lot of good X-Men movies. There really, really are. X-Men 1. I know people didn't like The Last Stand. X-Men 2 was a good one. People like X-Men First Class, and then Days of Future Past. Raven Vletz, Joker was a good film. I just don't think that it was a masterpiece. Yeah. Comic Book King, sorry, I was really late. My phone died. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I've been here for a long time. Holy shit. This is the longest podcast we've ever done. Raven Vletz, all right, fine. Spider-Man Unknown, Joker is a masterpiece. You should rewatch it. It's my favorite movie of all time. Well, that's a serious fandom right there, man. Raven Vletzi, rated R or Venom 2 not getting my money. You guys want rated R? You guys want rated R for Venom 2? I remember a lot of people were bitching about that. A lot of people were bitching about that when the first Venom movie came out. They were like, "Oh, it's not rated R." Blah blah blah. I thought it was fine. Venom PG-13 was fine. Now I get it. Maybe because of Carnage. Maybe Venom 2 should be rated R. Just because Carnage is a character. If we're talking about Carnage is basically Marvel's version of the Joker. I'm not making that up. Carnage is that crazy. He's that insane. He is basically Mr. Anti-Life himself. So yeah, I think that Venom 2 should be rated R just because of something like that. But yeah, man, I agree with you. Okay. It looks like everyone's getting ready to leave. Zaid, bye, Mike. Can't wait to see your new intro. Thank you. See you, man. Okay, we get it. Spider-Man Unknown. You love Joker. Austin Bricks 10. I know they did a Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans movie, but so it sort of continues their story. I didn't watch it. Did you watch it? I didn't watch it. Raven Vletz, good stream. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, thank you for joining. I guess thanks, Nathan. Nathan was here. He just took off. Austin Bricks 10. See ya. All right. See you guys. All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna Oni Vivo. Peace. Also review X-Men movies. You know what? When I get my new intro, my new outro, yeah, I could go back and I could start reviewing the X-Men movies. Sure, why not? I'll have an excuse to go back and rewatch the X-Men movies. Sure. You know what? That's a good idea. I think I might do that. All right. Now Spider-Man Unknown is just having a fit. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. I know that this is the longest podcast we ever done. So I do want to thank everyone who showed up. And of course, I want to thank people who do watch this later, because I think there are people who do watch these later. And I really appreciate you guys for watching it later. I know that, you know, it's not always as interesting as some other podcasts, but it does make me feel good that even though I'm not live, that people still do watch the videos after I'm done making them. But anyway, thank you guys for joining me. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm out of here. Up, and away. See you guys.